pretty sure.
Yeah!
Gotta get their fast shot.
Yeah!
Gotta get their fast shot!
Hello Britball Nation, I'm Nick Wilson-Town, Editor-in-Chief here at doublecoverage.com, and welcome to the Power Rankings following Week 4. Apologies, things have been quiet on the site and our channel of late. Afraid I spent much of the last fortnight in the care of the NHS, but we're back with video rankings this week, and the scoop will return following this weekend's games. Remember Nation, if you like our content, to go like it on YouTube, share it on Facebook, retweet it on Twitter, and if you want DC to keep doing what we do, then we're gonna need your support. Head on over to gofundme.com/dblcoverage, and if you feel our daily Britball content is worth keeping around, we'd appreciate your support to help us continue contributing to the growth of the game. We want to keep bringing you daily updates of all things Britball, but we can only do so if the ballers across the nation are willing to step up and invest in ensuring our sport is being talked about and shared with the widest possible audience. All that said, let's jump into this week's Power Rankings. The Newcastle Vikings slipped from the rankings through inactivity, though if they can display the kind of defense that saw them shut out the Rams in Week 2 through the rest of the season, we have no doubt we'll be seeing the Vikings reappear in the rankings before too long.
10.
They may have only faced what looked to be two of the softer teams in their conference, but the Caesars are 2 for 2. A second of 3 matchups against the Jets looms in Week 5, and they'll be wanting something more convincing than the single score win they took away from Coventry in Week 1.
9.
The Rams cling on to a ranking spot thanks to their strong Week 3 win over the Trojans, but with no fixture again until Week 6, they'll need results to go their way to keep their ranking.
8.
2 games in and the Eagles are impressing so far in 2017. They've already bested 2 teams who are expected to contend in their conference, though they'll need to do a better job of not letting their opponents back into the game in the second half, as both their victories have been a lot closer than the Eagles would have liked.
7.
The hyped up Hornets take a tumble down the rankings after coming a cropper against a Cats side that's gotten hot. It was a narrow loss, but in a conference that looks like it's going to be one of the most hotly contested in the nation, even a single loss could come back to haunt the Hornets.
6.
Despite opening their season in a convincing fashion with a big win over the Cats, the Exiles' 2017 campaign appears to have quickly run into problems. A loss to the Hornets in Week 3 was followed by a disappointing tie on Sunday against an Olympian side that appears to be having some problems of their own, leaving Cambridgeshire now sat clear atop the SFC 1 East.
5.
They certainly took their time about it, with the Jets staying within a couple of points throughout the majority of the fixture, but the Falcons' aerial attack finally found its groove, putting a devastating 34 points on the former Premiership side in the fourth quarter alone to take away a convincing victory. However, with back-to-back away trips against table-topping Sandwell incoming, the next couple of weeks could determine the Falcons' season, along with whether they can maintain their position in these rankings.
4.
The Cats are the hot team in the nation right now. They opened up their return to Division 1 looking a long way off the pace needed to be competitive, as they suffered a heavy opening day loss to the Exiles. Since then, however, they've taken 3 straight scalps, Sunday's single score win over the favoured Hornets particularly standing out and leaving the newly promoted Cats sat a couple of wins clear atop the SFC 1 East.
3.
The Titans slide as we haven't seen them take the field since Week 3, but Sunday they welcome the West Coast Trojans to their new stomping ground, and all expectations are that the Titans should be able to christen their new home field with a convincing win if they play to the level they're capable of. A big win will likely also see them reclaim the number 2 spot in the rankings, or even higher.
2.
The first side in the tier to 3-0, the Thunder have surely locked themselves in as the favourites for the SFC 1 Central. Still, the South Wales Warriors made them work for it, slowing down the Thunder offence. Will we see something more convincing from the Sussex side when the Warriors come to visit them in Week 6?
1.
And no surprises that Sam will hold on to their top spot. A huge game however this weekend as they host the Falcons, who we all know have recruited strongly this off-season and really seem to find their groove in the latter part of their game against Coventry. With 2 shutout wins on the year so far, Sandwell will be hard pressed to concede nothing against the Falcons offence that looked unstoppable in Division 2, and an unthinkable loss would really shake up these rankings. Division 1 rankings following Week 4 are in the bag, and do you agree how we've ranked things up? Do the Hornets deserve to drop so far following a narrow loss, and should Newcastle still be ranked considering their surprisingly resilient start to the season? The only way we'll know your thoughts is if you share them in the comments down below. Why not put a controversial opinion out there and start a debate? Remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It's only through help like this that we can ensure all the great things going on around the Britball nation reach a wider audience. And as we've mentioned, if DC is going to keep doing what we do, then we really need more of you to head over to our GoFundMe page and chip in if you think we're worth keeping around. All that said, as always, play hard, play safe, and the best of luck to the team stepping out onto the field this weekend.